Thanks, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Yes, Chief?
Don't call me Chief.
Just a minute, Jimmy. I'll phone you when I get out there this evening, Chief. And don't call me Chief.
Have you got any ideas, Chief? You're supposed to be a reporter. You get the ideas, and don't call me Chief.
Sure good to see you again, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Gosh, Chief.
Don't call me... Well, all right, James. This is one time you may call me Chief.
Hello, how you doing? Rob here. I hope you're well. I am in a hurry. I'm going to the airport to go home, back to Ireland days for a week, and I've left this till the last minute. Yeah, I hope you're good. I was in Bristol last night, opening for the big man. There's an Irish woman called Grania in the front row. She was very annoying, so Grania, if you're listening to this, fuck you and your weird boyfriend with his shorts and hairless legs, even though he was like 60. Anyways, that's apart from that's aside from the point. Aside from the point, what the fuck, my brain. Anyway, listen, this week it's George and Hamish again. Very, very funny. And I hope you enjoy the episode. Yes, and all the usual Spotify, YouTube, do all that shit. And the Patreon. The Patreon is cooking. We got extra episodes and all that shit. So do sign up for that if you would like to support the podcast. All right, guys, I love you. Thanks for listening. See you next week. Bye 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 bye.
Ain't nothing but a biscuit.
Yeah, no, there we go.
Yeah, now we've got the episode name.
Right. Okay, we're going. What's going on?
Yo.
Hey.
Yo. Okay. Yeah, we can just kind of keep going and then whenever. So, yeah. George, you're not wearing any pants.
No, I've run out of pants. And I've got a hole in my jeans. So my shirt is covering it at the moment, but at any point you might see my penis.
But where are your pants?
They're in Ollie's house. They're in Ollie's boot. All day. I've been wearing tracksuit bottoms as pants. But
in this weather, like that's...
Yes, exactly. It's going to be all clammy and smelly, so I'm now going commando.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. You just don't have anywhere to clean your...
Well, I'm going to do them in a sink or something.
Yeah, I was going to say in Pret. Just
you know.
Oh, God. Yeah, you just have like a washing line up in the bathroom.
Just hang it all up.
Like, just hang them all up.
Like a Chinese laundromat, you know?
Yeah, you should just squat in a Pret bathroom.
I think I might do that,
Claim squatters' rights in a Pret bathroom.
Yeah.
The thing with Prets is that they're usually in very like affluent areas, so you'll have...
Harry Squatter.
Like, there's no Prets in Croydon, like, is there?
Oh,
No.
they're everywhere. Are you kidding? They're everywhere.
I thought they were in more like affluent sort of...
Yeah, but they'd get in there just in case a Richie fucking has to
right,
stoop down to fucking Croydon for a fucking business deal.
Oh, there was a
to go buy some property, you know?
Huh?
Someone's going to go buy some property for when it gets gentrified.
Yeah.
Slumlord.
They need a Pret.
Yeah, but... so you're living in Ollie's boot? Is that where you're living now?
No, I'm living
I
in
just pictured a giant shoe.
Oh, right, yeah.
I knew an old man who lived in a
It is a
shoe.
shoe.
That is so George.
Huh?
That would be so George.
To live in a giant boot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. But, so where are you living now?
Well, I've been living in one of Ollie's friends. He just gave me a room for a few days.
In his friend?
I've been fucking his ass for rent.
Right.
So I've been walking this guy's dog for bald.
Is that a euphemism for something?
Yeah.
All right, George, I need you to come walk my dog again.
I've heard that before.
This is on all fours.
Yeah.
I'm fucking him. It's fine. It's not gay.
No, that's not gay. That's perfectly straight.
Yeah, but he kicked me out today.
Kicked you out today?
Yeah, because his parents got... I don't know if I should be saying this. His parents they got bed bugs. Like they need
from
the room.
you, probably.
From me, yeah.
No, you are the bed bug. They just looked at you and they're like, "Oh, we've got a bed bug. just one."
Yeah.
And he bites.
Yeah.
So I'm now waiting for my benefits money to come in so I can go back to the hostel.
You seem to be perpetually waiting for your benefits money to come in. When is the last time it came in?
Well, no, I got sanctioned last time. And
Right.
so they gave
like
me.
fucking Russia.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like an oligarch.
Yeah, I got sanctioned.
Oligarch more.
Yeah. But then the fucked up thing was, so I got sanctioned, so they gave me zero money, and
Yeah.
then I was like, "This is come on." I missed up 3 meetings.
Yeah, that's
like-
a lot though.
Yeah, but fuck it, like it's
And
I'm,
are you uploading jobs to the portal and stuff?
I'm pretending to, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just like copy and pasting,
Yeah.
cleaner, sig cup,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
you know?
Butcher.
But they gave me
Rent boy.
they sanctioned me, so I got a payment of £0.0. So I was like, come on,
And that's
guys.
that's not a lot.
I was like, well, come on, what am I gonna do with that? You know.
Yeah.
So then they gave me £46, but then I don't know why. But then the fucked up thing was I exceeded my overdraft by £45.
Right.
So I got £1.
Fucking hell.
So I've got.
Why
a pound.
only 46?
I don't know why they gave me that £46. I don't
Right.
know why. That amount.
Yeah.
I think maybe they knew that I exceeded my overdraft by 47, so it's like, fuck you.
Right, okay.
It's a fuck you from the government. you
Yeah.
know?
Right. So where?
That's so weird.
So you've been kicked out of a house.
Yeah, I've been
So
kicked out of 3 houses so far.
Right. And
4.
where are you now? Like what's going
Well,
on?
I don't know. Like I'm just I'm just gonna wander the streets.
You're a man of the
No, I hope-
streets now.
I'm gonna have to ring up the benefits office today and be like, I need that because they was gonna give me like another injection of money
Mm-hmm.
to give so I can live.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. It's like a
emergency fund.
Yeah, some shit.
Yeah, like what Ukraine gets from
Yeah,
like America, like.
yeah. Hopefully, I'll get like $14 billion,
But wait,
Yeah.
and I could buy a missile.
Yeah.
so have you been to the meeting yet? To get
I've
the
been
money?
to the meeting 2 days ago,
Okay.
and it was like, "Oh, we'll give you the money in 2 days." But I thought I had this place till Thursday, but then this fucking bed bug incident happened. So now I'm.
I don't think they had bed bugs. I
Yeah.
think they had.
You were
they were looking for an excuse.
You are a bed bug in human form.
Yeah.
A little bit like. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but I'm a good route. I was walking that fucking dog.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gave the dog fleas.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I mean, yeah, I'm going to Ireland on Friday for a week. If you want, you can sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep
It
on
always
my bed.
works out. That's why I'm
It
not.
always
getting a
works
job.
out.
I just don't. It always works.
I mean, you have to.
Nothing has worked out.
No.
By the way, don't bring bed bugs in here. I'm checking.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not, but I ain't got bed bugs.
Because that would be like I'd kill myself if that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
'Cause when
kill him.
What?
I'd kill him if he invited bed bugs.
You don't have bed bugs, do you?
I don't have bed bugs, not to my knowledge.
I think you would see them.
Yeah, you'd be crawling over my skin and shit. So
Yeah.
I haven't got.
They don't want your skin.
Yeah, that's actually probably a good thing.
Yeah, what?
You have a natural bed bug repellent just like on you.
Yeah, I've like
Yeah, well, they
personal
can't.
shield.
They can't
Yeah.
latch on. They just fall straight off. It just flex off.
They grab onto something and it just falls off. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like trying to climb a really crumbly mountain. If you're
Right, like those goats that like.
yeah.
And you're like, how do they get up there? But yeah, because like I'm pretty sure when you get bed bugs, you have to like burn down your house and stuff, don't you?
Yes. Yeah.
It's
They
like
can't
house
get rid of-
crabs.
You'd have to
basically.
burn down this house. Like
Yeah.
I think there are ways, but it's like the amount of money you'd have to spend to deal with it.
To be honest, I'd burn down this house without like letting anybody in the house know. I mean, I'd let you know, but like the
Hey,
rest.
Hamish,
of
I'm
them,
just gonna burn down the house.
Sick.
Just if you wanted to like put your clothes out of
well, I don't think anyone would miss any of the people living
No.
in this house.
Oh my god, just a fucking house full of fucking worthless cunts.
It is a house full of worthless cunts. It is.
It is.
Like
I'm actually an
Have you-
actor.
Have you got a new going beef? What's going on?
Oh yeah, the guy downstairs. I think we've discussed it before. Or maybe that was one that got deleted. But he had the audacity to ask us to clean our dishes out of the sink.
Oh, piece
And,
of
um,
shit.
it's like, who do you think you are coming into this crack den
Yeah.
and trying to put manners on the place?
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, it's literally like that. It's like, dude, no one has ever brought something like because it would be absurd.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
a homeless
To bring
guy
that
just
up.
sleeping here.
Yeah.
It's absurd. And he I remember he never really talked to me. But before that, he we met in the kitchen and he's like, oh, what are you doing today? And he didn't really listen to my answer. He just wanted to say that he had an acting job.
Right.
He's an actor, which actors are the worst people.
Right. I mean, yeah, my brother's an actor, so I know that.
Yeah, they're
Um,
they're just the lowest of the low.
Right, but yeah, it's like it's I mean, yeah, actors do love to tell you that they're
I just got a
actors.
gig, yeah.
just got a gig, yeah.
Yeah.
It's also
It's gonna be on TikTok. Is what he told me.
there's a real shame when
Anyone can go on TikTok.
it's gonna be
Yeah,
on
I think so.
TikTok.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, yeah, it's gonna be all over TikTok.
Fuck.
I'm like, oh wow, must be pretty exclusive.
Yeah. I mean, when's the premiere? You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like just loads of people gathered around a phone. But yeah, I mean, you can sleep here for
yeah,
a week.
Yeah.
But if you bring
You gone for a full week.
yeah, but if you bring bed bugs in,
I haven't got bed bugs. It's
Yeah.
fine.
we'll see. We will. It'll be a good test.
He's
to
got
see.
bugs, and they will be in the bed. But not specifically bed bugs.
They're my
Specifically
pets.
bed
I keep
bugs.
them as
Yeah, they're
pets.
just
Yeah.
moths and fucking.
Yeah. I mean, they'll probably
Every
make.
time I take my trousers off, he's like Tsunami, just fucking like.
Jumanji. You mean?
Jumanji.
Jumanji. It's like a Jumanji.
Shoes are flying out of your fucking asshole.
Oh no, it's a Jumanji.
Oh man.
Oh man,
Jumanji, that would
put
be a
your
completely
fucking,
different movie.
Put your Wellingtons on. It's Jumanji.
Yeah, but Jumanji. What would that look like?
What Jumani?
I
Yeah,
don't
instead
even
of
want to think about that. Without,
instead of Jumanji.
what would it smell like now? That was an unfair.
I'm trying to remember the plot of Jumanji. So, a little boy, Alan Parrish.
Yeah. Great film.
But it's a great film.
Dum, 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 dum.
But he finds the boards
The board game, Jumanji.
in someone's.
No, they're
Attic or
no.
something?
They're excavating because they buried it back way in the past.
Yeah.
They have the cold open where it's like we have to hate it, and they buried it, and then they were digging up a foundation for a new building, and he's exploring it, and he could hear the dum 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 dum.
Because
and then
his
he pulls
dad
it out
works
of it,
in
yeah.
a fucking in like a big
And he like
a
pulls it
sweatshop or
out
something.
of the wall of the hole.
Yeah.
And then he goes home and plays it. And
Yes.
oh wait, now I'm confused. Wait, which part? Because is that when wait, what's his name? Who's the guy who gets stuck in the board?
Alan Parrish.
Yeah. So, but then how do they find it after that? Oh no, then they do find it in an attic.
It's in an attic. Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
the new kids find it in an attic, but
Yeah.
he found it in the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he gets the board is basically a bit like myself. It likes young boys, so the board sucks
Yeah.
Alan Parrish into the.
Yes.
I don't want to know what that board did to that boy. I mean,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, he's not wearing any clothes when he comes out. He's wearing like a leaf, and he's gonna.
No one talks about that actually. That
But doesn't he come out as an old man?
he comes out as an old man.
Yeah. So
Well,
the
he's
boys
being
reject
hunted.
him.
Yeah.
He's
Huh?
being hunted by that pedophile with a gun.
That's his dad, though.
Yeah, but I mean, what your dad can't
Yeah,
rape you?
yeah, that's true. Your dad can't be a pedophile, but the yeah. So then he gets sucked into the boards, and then the kids find it and they open it and then they roll the dice, and then he
Sucks
comes
boys.
out of the boards.
He comes out because they roll. So he's in there until
Someone else plays it.
Someone rolls an 8 or a 9 or something.
Yeah.
that was the thing.
Yeah,
And so, yeah, they didn't play it for a long time. So he was in there.
But he ages in the board as well.
Oh
right?
yeah,
he ages in the board.
So
yeah,
could he have died? Could he gone?
He could have died. Yeah,
And then it would have just brought him out as a dead body.
Yeah,
yeah.
so
They
he
just
died.
spat out the corpse of Robin Williams.
Like,
you know
what
I
if
mean?
he was fucking an animal when they
What?
when he got
Oh, they
back
just
out?
caught him at the wrong time.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, you didn't. Nobody knocks anymore.
Yeah. He's just fingering a fucking baboon. You know.
Yeah.
That would be, God, talk about, like, I mean, we've all been caught in that scenario, but yeah, and then they remade it with The Rock, and
Oh god.
I hate that guy.
He's the worst.
I really
I don't
hate
get
that
why
guy.
so many people like him.
Because he's a big muscle.
But he's a fucking fake, he's a fucking snake oil salesman, he's a fucking
literally-
grifter.
He has his own logo.
Yeah. Which is,
Person
as an
with his own
actor,
logo.
well,
It's-
he's like these guys like Kevin Hart. There's no,
Substance.
there's no substance. They're people that are in these art forms, acting, comedy, or whatever. But you can tell they don't have any real like Kevin Hart's a comedian, but like he's going on Rogan, he's selling vitamins and fucking
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're like, what are you anymore? Like
Yeah,
you're
it's
just
bizarre.
you're just making up. But yeah, like The Rock is just I hate The Rock.
He sucks.
Yeah.
He's such a bad actor too. Like it's just the worst. He
Yeah,
he
he's
only has
terrible.
one mode, and it's just
Yeah,
like being a
cafe.
rock. Cafe mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was there was a stabbing. I know there's that's a bit of a left turn. You see that?
Oh, we're
There's a
finished with
stabbing?
Jumanji. All right.
Oh, we can keep going with Jumanji.
No, it's cool. I'm kidding. It's all right.
But
Where
no,
was the stabbing?
there was a stabbing in London yesterday. No, did you see that?
Yeah, and 7 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it?
Wait,
Yeah.
like multiple stabbings?
Yeah, like 7 people.
Was it a terrorist?
It could be an incel. A lot of
But
people
usually
saying
it's not. When white people are terrorists, it's usually for their own feelings. Like they're jihading their own. Like
Yeah.
they're like because they didn't get laid. They're
Yeah.
like,
Well,
I'm
that's
gonna
and as
it's a
soon as it
jihad.
came out that he was a white guy, everyone was like, incel. It's an incel.
Yeah, but
attack.
that's how. See, terrorists like the 9/11 terrorists, they believed in something,
Right.
Yeah.
whereas like white terrorists, they just care about their own feelings.
Yeah,
that's,
it's
that's,
a
what,
narcissistic
that's what I
act.
think. Yeah, yeah.
But can't like a white guy go on a stabbing spree without being labelled an incel?
Well, no, it's.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you think it's like it's rude?
Yeah, well, it's just rude, like.
I mean, it's
like, I got laid
it's
last
not always an
week.
Yeah.
incel. Sometimes they believe in. Sometimes it's something else.
He's gonna be in a cell,
Yeah. Maybe
you know, from here on out because he killed all those. Well, he killed a young boy, 14-year-old boy that I could have fucked. You know what I'm saying? Oh God,
In 4 years.
In 4 years,
Yeah.
in 4 years' time.
That's
Jesus,
a good
but anyway,
investment. He just ruined your investment.
he did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah. So he had a big samurai sword.
That's not
And-
even a stabbing. That's like a.
It's a slaying.
Yeah, that's like a fucking. What even is that? That's,
Slay.
That's awesome.
It is sick.
Yeah.
It is. I was like, that's a badass. I was watching the.
But also, incels tend to have samurai swords.
That's true. Mm-hmm. That's true, and they have honor as well.
Mm.
But he apparently drove his car into a house, and then he got out of the car, and then he just started like.
He was just role playing as a Japanese guy.
Yeah, exactly, and that's
kamikaze.
the most offensive part of it.
Yeah.
Maybe the car thing was more like a kamikaze-esque sort of thing. And then he got out and he was like, "Hey, yo, yo," and then he's like, I managed to do an Asian voice every time, and you know
Well,
whatever.
it's in your contract now. You have to do the
It
Japanese
is,
voice.
yeah. I think that's the only reason people are still listening. The 5 people.
Well,
that
no.
are-
Last time you did a Chinese voice, now you
Hey,
did a
oh,
Japanese
oh.
one. Sorry.
No, you're all right.
But yeah, no, that's different. That's. I mean, to conflate those two would be racist.
That is racist, yeah. But I
So-
love if he got out of the car and he was in full kind of like samurai sort of gear. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And the police officer's like, in fairness, that's sick.
I just picture like the Star Wars kid who does that. Yeah,
He was a Star Wars kid.
Yeah, like he's not actually aiming for anyone. He's just kind of. Have you not seen the Star Wars kid video?
No.
No.
Sure, you would have.
Yeah, it's
It's like a kid who like used the school's camera or something to record himself, and then someone found it, and like it was one of the first viral videos ever.
And then that kid probably went and shot up the fucking school, did he?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bullying, you know.
Well, I was watching this video last. We'll go back to the stabbing thing. I was watching this video about these like sextortion scams.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
And there was this one where it was just like this teenager, and he killed himself because he was on Instagram,
saw this,
and these
yeah.
like scammers from where I'm not going to say, but
Africa.
they what?
They were
They're from Africa, yeah.
But they arrested them.
Did they actually catch
Yeah,
them?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
They're in a lot of trouble.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Well, they captured someone.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Just yeah,
Yeah.
those guys. But yeah. So basically, the whole shtick is that they go on the shtick. This thing.
Yeah,
that's-
they're a double act. you
Yeah,
know, they're-
yeah. That's just what they do. They go on Instagram and they follow and they have a whole fake profile where it's like a girl and she's like, ooh,
Nice.
got tits or whatever, and as most of them do, and they DM these boys and they get them to like send them photos of them like jerking off or whatever, and then they're like, aha, we're not actually, it's not actually a hot girl, it's 4 lads in Nigeria, and then they somehow
And
like.
they come.
And then he's like, oh, it just sends more. He's
Yeah,
like-
I know I would. I'd be like, oh, now this is fun.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. It's like, so he gets caught. He's jerking off, and then they're like, oh, and then one of the kids, they managed to like fucking make a WhatsApp group with all of his friends and family, and they just sent in all the photos of like him jerking off.
Oh, they actually sent it. I didn't
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that.
One of the there's 2. I saw 2 videos.
Of the kid
And
jerking
one of them
off,
of
or-
the kid jerking off,
Yeah.
yeah. I was one of the guys involved, but
He's blacked up for it.
I blacked up for it, yeah, and it was appropriate. And so they somehow managed to make a WhatsApp group with like all of his friends and family, well, like his friends on Facebook. I don't know what because now WhatsApp is connected to Facebook.
Yeah.
Right.
So they must have fucking found his friends and family, and then they just fucking horrendous stuff. But both of the kids killed themselves.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and then one, like, it all happened over the space of like a few hours. So apparently, like it was
Wait,
like
the 2 kids.
yeah, with both instances, it was like all right, good night, and then the kid was like, I know what I'm doing. I'm going up and I'm fucking pulling the bar off myself.
Yeah.
He goes up and then he's like, oh, I got a DM from Stacy or whatever.
Yeah.
Turns out he's talking to fucking
Abdu.
Abdu or whatever, and.
Don't.
He goes up and he's like, oh, and then within the space of a few hours, they've threatened him one of the kids gave them like $300 or something.
Yeah.
Which is the first mistake. You're not supposed to send them any money.
No, and then
So and then they're like, we're going to send all these photos to whatever. And then both of the guys just like kill themselves with like that on that night, which is kind of like, I can see it as a youth. If that happened to me now,
yeah, I'd be like,
you kind of
send
be like,
them.
yeah, fine.
Even if
I send
my
pictures.
mum saw,
I
like-
send
like-
pictures of my dick to my mom all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not gonna.
No,
Do you know what I mean? She'd be fine with it. She's used to
my
it.
mum
now.
would just be like, "What was that?
Yeah.
What was that about?
What was that about? Yeah.
Who sent that?
Yeah.
Is that you?"
Yeah. Like that's. I
Oh,
wouldn't
my
really.
boy.
No, but yeah, what you think it's the fucking literal end of the world when that shit happens when you're a kid.
Well, we did it.
When you're a kid,
It happened to me on Omegle when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What happened
Did I
there?
tell you so I was on Omegle. So when I was like 12, I discovered Omegle.
Yeah.
I was one of the guys who used to just have the camera towards their dick, just jacking off, because it was amazing.
Wait. So the camera would. What?
So I'd have a laptop, and you'd have like a little camera. So I'd fold the camera like forward,
Yeah.
and I'll just have the camera on my, dick.
Right. So as soon as it pops
As soon as
up.
it pops up, it's just a hard
Big.
12-year-old penis.
Nice. Okay.
So no pubic hair.
Yeah.
I'm producing child porn at that point,
Right, okay.
essentially.
Wow.
I'd be jacking off. And I remember
Some
like
things
you'd go,
never change.
I'd be on it for hours, because for hours it would just be penises popping up, and you're like, oh, and you click off, and then you start thinking, well, maybe I like the penises. I don't know.
Yeah.
You just seen dicks just hitting you in the face.
Yeah.
But like eventually, if you do it long enough, sometimes you'd get a chick, and you'd be like, hey, I'm George, trying to talk to them and jack off at the same time, and then they'll look at your penis. They'll look at your penis for a minute, and you'll be like, oh, yeah, this is great.
But they think it might be a man's penis.
They think it's a man's penis, yeah. But then sometimes you'd get lucky, but it'd be like, it'd take like 12 all night. Like
Yeah.
you'd be on it for like 12 hours to get maybe see a boob.
Yeah.
And it would be like an old woman's boob,
Yeah.
It'd be like But one time I got connected and it was like a cute chick, and I'm like, oh, amazing,
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, I'm jacking off.
What age is she?
Legal age?
But you're 12,
Yeah,
so it's like.
you're free to do it. Like when you're 12, like you're
but
you're the
she-
victim, even when you're the one doing it.
Yeah, but she was still like an 18-year-old chick. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
But
I'm
if
like,
she knew that was a 12-year-old boy, she probably wouldn't be into it.
yeah, because you always lie and say I'm 18.
Were you?
Yeah.
Did you look old for your like? Did you
My
really
I had a very old looking penis. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He had like.
What does an old-looking penis look like?
He had like crook, like it was bent, and then
was
like.
Right,
beat
it's
up.
tired.
Yeah. He had like
it's
veins
just like,
popping out.
fuck, I just can't.
It's like I've taken. Yeah, it's just taken such abuse.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
Yeah, he had like scabs in it and shit.
Oh, God. Well, now that I'm not surprised to hear that. But
Uncircumcised.
Uncircumcised. Yeah.
Good stuff.
But anyway, so I see the chick.
yeah.
So we start talking, and now I'm stupid, but I'm also 12 and stupid at this
Yeah.
point. So I'm like, and she's like, oh, it's great, love the penis, it's
Yeah.
great. Oh yeah, this is great. Can I see your body? So I'm like, oh okay.
Yeah.
So I do the camera up a little bit and I show my chest. She's like, oh yeah, that's really.
At this
hot.
point, you don't have psoriasis, so it's
But I do have like
great.
little boy tits, so it's
Nice,
not-
okay.
Oh, were you like a chubby kid?
I was a fat boy, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
right. Okay.
And then she was like, oh, can I see your face?
Yeah.
And I'm like, of course you can see my face.
Yeah.
She clearly loves me. She wants to know more about me.
Yeah.
So I do the camera and I show my face. And then she's like, okay, cool. And as soon as she saw my face, so it's like the Omegle camera, that was it was like the top left or whatever.
Yeah.
It's so the camera, the image scrolled away.
Yeah.
But it was an overlay of what the actual camera.
Yeah.
And when it scrolled away, it was a guy with like a
So it's just
balaclava.
your dad.
Yeah, it's my dad. And his penis is hard.
Yeah.
No, it was a guy with a balaclava
Right.
smoking a cigarette
Oh,
with
that's-
sunglasses on.
That's
Oh
scary.
my
And he was like-
God.
He was in the IRA.
It was like
It was Jerry Adams.
it's Jerry Adams. And he was like, okay, now I've got images of your face and your penis, and I'm straight on, mate. I'm
Then
like,
you should have said you have child porn now.
that's why. I
yeah,
did-
like you
Yeah.
could have switched it.
well, that's why I said I was like, I'm 12 years old.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
12 years old, and I was like, oh, but you said you was 18. I was like, well, I lied
Yeah.
for pussy, you know.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, oh, well, I don't know. I still can use this against you. I'm going to release this. And I was like,
Wow.
no. Instantly, I just shut the laptop and just
Yeah.
ran out the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny running away from a computer.
The computer starts chasing you, like opening and closing.
It's like,
"Ah!"
oh, there's like, yeah, it's so scary, the internet. It's, yeah, I
And
never.
just with the kids, it's just so scary.
It is
Yeah.
scary.
Kids
No,
are
but I
so-
mean, like, just like how you can't undo it.
Mm.
No, it's there
like,
forever.
It's like, yeah.
I mean, this fucking podcast, I could not that I have plans to try and re-enter the real world, but like it's out there forever. Like
Yeah.
and I'm fucking kids.
Yeah.
And all that
Like
sort
I
of stuff.
can't like even like because you can't even when you delete something on your hard drive. Like I was once on an Omegle.
Yeah.
Trying to catch a little kid.
Right.
And you're like, oh, and he's like, I'm 12, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
I ran away from my computer, you know.
what did he? Well, he wanted money, did he?
He wanted money, yeah. Well,
What is he gonna get
From a 12-year-old.
from a 12-year-old? You're like, oh, I've got like I can give you like £3.
yeah.
I have to steal it from my mother's purse.
I'll
like.
give you a pack of sweets or
So
something.
the idea of it being Jerry Adams, he's like, give us back the 6 counties, or I'm gonna send this to your grandmother. Whatever, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I've never been caught up in a fucking nasty little scheme like that. But like when you like that was the end of it.
So I shut the laptop and that ended the chat.
Yeah.
So when I opened the laptop, I'm not gonna lie. 20 minutes later, I went back onto Amiga and just started jacking off again.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
I was like, this time, don't show my face. Never show your face. If you're
Yeah,
doing
that's
any...
rule number 1 is don't
Yeah.
show your face.
Yeah.
But
I live to learn, you know.
Yeah, you live and you learn.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to figure out, like how. So that was a real woman.
It was like a pre-recorded webcam thing.
They were like a Bonnie and Clyde double act where they.
Well, it's probably just ripped from the internet, isn't it?
Oh, but I thought you were having an interaction with this girl.
Well, it just seemed realistic because I'm like, she's like, it was an image of a woman looking down the camera.
Yeah, you got to get her to hold up today's newspaper. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, I
Right,
should've
yeah,
done
yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true veteran. But how did we get? Oh yeah, with the sword attack, because I was watching.
Oh,
Yeah, because we went. But that's how we got. I don't know how we went from the. But yeah, this guy was
It's
going
natural,
around with the. It's a natural segue. There's no segues here, but he was going around, and there's a video. I was watching the video last night as I was going to bed, just replaying it, and they taser him with he's just like running through. Took them.
Cops don't have guns at all here, do they?
Some of
The
them do.
detectives do.
Okay.
I think we don't have.
You have like gun squads and shit.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But I mean, yeah, they have.
That's what this podcast is called.
Yeah, the gun squad. Oh god, but the I mean, like those cunts that defend, Buckingham Palace from Chinese tourists. I don't know what they're doing. The guys, the royal.
Buckingham fellas.
Yeah, Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. But I love watching those videos of like people fucking with the royal guards. Did you ever watch?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And they're so like, they take themselves so seriously with the silliest fucking hats on. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't do that.
Yeah.
You gotta know.
You can't. Yeah. You can't be.
Step away from the royal guard.
Yeah. When people are trying to.
And they stomp their feet like little fucking toddlers.
Yeah.
Step away
Yeah.
from the royal guard.
Oh yeah, they're like they are like little toddlers. And, oh fuck! Watch.
Sorry, fuck, I
Watch.
keep fucking everything up.
Toddlers and tiaras. But
Is my level still
talking to it
fucking
there.
up? Yeah.
You know.
All good?
Yeah, all good.
AIDS?
Yeah.
Yep.
Go again.
Yeah, just talking.
Oh yeah, we're grand. Yeah. But yeah, like they do take themselves very seriously. But like those guys, and then there's like videos of the guys that are on the horses, and people keep trying to
Fuck with the horses.
trying to fuck with the horses, And I get that, but I think I am on their side though, because
On
I
the
guess.
guard side.
Well, yeah, it's like you gotta fucking, and this is coming from
Yeah,
a
it's
fucking
like
Irish
it's like a
person.
heckler. It's
Yeah,
like their
it's
job.
just
yeah.
respect that they don't want to be fucking fucked with, like. But I think they're quite redundant.
Of course.
Do you
No,
know what I
it's more about the
pageantry.
Yeah, but also just like the obstinate British kind of like what's the word? Like fuck, I can't think of the word. But just like tradition.
Yeah.
It's just like that. It's British people hang on to tradition like that, like no one other country.
Yeah. Would your parents now be, or your dad be like into the royal family and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
my dad loves the royal family.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Do
starting to like him, to be honest with you. You know?
I really like The Crown,
Well,
the show.
did you just like the way they
Fuck
treat?
kids.
Well, no, I was going
You're
to say
just
the
a
way
fan
they
of-
treat.
I love colonialism. It's great.
Yeah.
You know?
I
Yeah,
thought,
bring
I
it
thought
back.
it was like, what's her name? Who's the one that left the family? His wife?
Meghan Markle.
Yeah, I thought you were
Fucking
like,
traitors. But they should cut that bitch's head off.
Right.
That's fucking outrageous.
And then just put it
On a
outside
spike.
Buckingham Palace on a spike.
And we should all piss on it. We should all piss on Meghan Markle's fucking.
Like, she used to be in
Suits, yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny that she was just this hot piece of ass on a TV show, and now she's part of the royal family. But yeah, I always thought it's funny that like William and Harry. Well, I don't know to what extent William did it, but like they both went and served in Afghanistan and killed people.
Yeah.
Like it's in Prince Harry's book that he was like, yeah, I killed.
Didn't he shoot people from like a helicopter there?
Yeah, it's the pussies. Yeah, that's not.
You're
doesn't
a
really
glorified
count.
drone. At
Exactly.
That point. You're
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
you may as well be controlling a drone
Yeah,
if you're shooting out of a helicopter.
man, I love watching those drone videos on Reddit.
Dude.
Yeah,
Those
just
Russian soldiers?
Russian soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what they don't show is that there's probably for every one video of a Russian soldier being killed by a drone, there's probably about 20 of
Of
Ukrainians
course.
being. But Russia just doesn't show any of their fucking
No.
footage because they're very secretive people. The Russians, like. But
Let us in, you know?
just let us in just a little bit, you know. But yeah, I was I was on the I don't know how my mind went to this, but I was on the escalator at some train station, and then on the way down, and there was just like this bunch of lads, and then they saw me, and you know when you see like a bunch of lads, and they all look at you, and you're like, oh, something's gonna be said. They're gonna shout something at me, or there's gonna be abuse or whatever, and they all started singing a Lewis Capaldi song at me.
Which one?
When the day falls into the night time, I have Tourette's or whatever the.
Right.
Yeah,
They were
just started
serenading you.
No, but they were implying I look like Lewis Capaldi,
Oh, okay.
which is the most. It's like the subtlest way I've been called fat in my entire life.
I got called a bald cunt by a guy on a bike the other day.
Sorry about that.
He was just riding. I was like, what? He was like a 40-year-old man on a bike.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck is that about?
That's
we need the
unnecessary.
royal guard on that.
I think that was the guy who's going to stab those people.
Yeah.
You got off lightly there. Yeah.
Wait, why?
Well, tell that to my scales.
Yeah. I love the idea of like, now that you mention it, he was cycling. He had a big samurai sword fucking draped over his back.
That's
But
not safe.
What? He just cycled past you and was like, "Fat ball cunt."
Well, he didn't say fat.
Oh, sorry. All right, sorry. I thought you said fat. I'm sorry.
Fat was implied.
Yeah. He's always said bald cunt.
Yeah, just bald cunt.
Right.
But did you do anything to anger him? Did you?
I
cross
was
the road?
standing there looking at my phone. Like, I think it just bothered him.
Yeah,
I had the
being a
confidence
bull
to
cunt.
stand
And was
there
he
you know,
bald?
proudly. No.
I'll be honest. That's like, and I am guilty of like if I'm on stage and someone heckles me and they're bald. That's like my go-to
Oh, of course.
thing. It's so easy.
It's the most obvious thing.
It's the most obvious thing, but then they're like, "Oh, but you're ginger," and you're like, "Well, I guess it's a stalemate now."
Yeah.
But yeah, these guys started singing Lewis Capaldi at me, and it took me a second to clock it. I was like, "Oh, they're basically just calling me fat and
Right.
ginger."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you want to be? That's bad bullying.
Yeah,
Well, they're
that's so-
pussies.
it's-
I would have
it's
respected them more if they went, "You fat ginger cunt."
That's
like,
it.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. To be you, if you're gonna bully
How-
someone,
how
you gotta be
old were you?
direct.
How old were these guys?
Like early 20s or whatever.
Ah, fucking
I
losers.
should have scaled over the
So
fucking
weird.
and ate them.
an 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that would
such
be-
like 14-year-old behavior, though. Like, that's.
Yeah. I fucking.
No, but you could respect it if they were just direct with it. But the subtleness of it is
Yeah.
fucking pussy.
It's everything about it. I don't
That's
like.
fucking so lame.
Yeah. It's
We should fucking drone strike them cunts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to I remember my neighbor got his hands on a drone. He was like a middle-aged guy. And not here. No.
No. Sorry, I was just checking the camera. But
The camera died,
yeah.
no?
No, I
We're
was just
all
making
good?
sure it hadn't. But sorry, yeah.
But the yeah, but and he got like a drone, and he was just, we'd all be like, my family, we'd be like eating dinner in the kitchen or whatever, and you just hear like and we'd be like, what the fuck is that? And we all look out the window, and there'd just be this drone like in our back garden,
Yeah.
just like watching us have dinner.
Yeah.
And
I
we
saw you, Robert. I saw you masturbating earlier.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show your family.
But this is the thing. We were like, we had to kind of go in and be like, easy with the fucking drone.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, it's my new hobby. It was
You
just
take it to a park though.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, something about I just
Take it to a school. Take it to a
yeah.
swimming
Surely
pool.
there's got to be a law against flying drones over schools
know.
and stuff.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Yeah.
There's these guys who I don't know if you've ever seen these guys. They come across the biggest cunts ever. They call themselves like I don't know what the word is, but they go to police stations and stuff just to fuck with the police auditors or something.
Police auditors, yeah.
Police
Some of
auditors?
them, like because sometimes the cops deserve it, but sometimes they're just like, oh, you're just looking for a rise out of these cops.
Oh, they've got nothing about it. It's like the because it's an interesting segue to the woman with the baby at the comedy show, because I feel like the people who do these things just they just have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
And it's like this gives them purpose. Like that woman with the baby, like she's like when you have a baby, your life just becomes so monotonous and boring, and you don't really have a life.
Yeah.
So that happened. She was like, "Oh, this is a way to like inject some, excitement into my life. Is to just go on TV." And so this is the same with these fucking auditor guys. It's just like they have nothing better to do, than to just go and like fucking.
But there are, I will defend, like there are some of them that I watch where I'm like, oh, these cops are fucked.
In
These
what?
people are like.
In what sense?
Like there's some cops in America where the whole fucking department is fucked, and they're actually just like they know each other. Like the cops like know them, like they know the cops by name and shit.
Right. Okay.
And like they don't understand the law and shit, and they arrest people like they'll do shit like the cops will set up like they'll make it impossible for you to cross a road in a certain point.
Yeah.
And then they just watch and wait and arrest people for jaywalking. Shit
Right,
like that. Like
okay.
they're just like constantly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like watching ones like that where they're actually exposing corrupt cops like that. But
I-
anyway, sorry.
I like watching the ones where it's clearly a schizophrenic auditor.
Oh, that's the best.
They're the best ones, and it's like you're all paedophiles.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the best one. That's what
yeah.
I like.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Fed smoker guy. Have you seen that?
Oh, he's the best.
Have you seen that?
Well, no. What is it?
He's like an American. He's dead now, but he just had this car that he would just drive around with, and he'd just be like claiming everyone's pedophiles. He's like, it was on like your mum's house. They would always
Right.
have
Yeah.
videos, but like yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to describe without just showing.
Well, so he'd drive by and you shout, "You're a paedophile." At
It would
people.
turn up
he
to
would-
like a police station or
Right.
like
Yeah.
a guard. It'll be like a building with like a guard outside it in a little hut.
Yeah.
Right.
And he would come up to me and it would be like between the fence and him. He would be like, "You guys are fucking kids, am I right?" And he's like,
Yeah.
and the guy would be like an old dude, like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
You're gonna touch my camera through the fence, you.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. We'll bleep that out for the sake of your career.
Yeah,
But
I was quoting that.
you were quoting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But but you just know that like one time he did that just through a matter of like ratio, like he did actually say that to a guy who was a pedo,
Oh, of course.
and he's probably like, "Oh fuck, how did?"
You'd be like, "What do you mean? What do you
Yeah.
mean? How do you
Yeah.
know? Did you see me on chat roulette?"
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I have the with the Australian woman with the baby, so we can watch this
Yeah,
now.
let's watch that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think we're probably almost near the end of this.
First one,
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
can end on this.
What? So the bitch is back.
The bitch is back.
Okay.
And so she goes on this radio show.
Is it Kyle and Jackie O? Because if it is, that's the best.
Husey, Ed, and Aaron.
Oh, okay.
Right.
He's the only one I know.
Yeah.
He's a good bloke.
Yeah, and so there's this radio show, and the comedian calls in, and then they have the woman call in, and they speak to each other over the phone for the first time
okay,
since
nice.
the incident.
Yeah.
And we can watch now. I want to skip. Yeah. So there's this chick on the panel who obviously just hates Raj. I think they've had
Arj Barker.
Arj Barker, yeah. I think they've had past like interactions on the show or whatever. So she already kind of doesn't like him.
Okay.
I think. So anyway, he calls in. I think.
But surely Hughesy's defending him.
She was, yeah. Well, what happened is the same woman with the same baby went to his show a week beforehand.
Right.
And the baby was making noises during that show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then he kind of just played it off or whatever. And then he made a joke. Yeah, I'll just play it.
Yeah.
So.
And you've got, like carnival rides right next to you, people screaming. So, yeah.
And you have decades of training to focus through all kinds of things. This is about the audience being able to have an immersive experience and watch a show and not be distracted. And for me, I don't like seeing my jokes get robbed of their attention and getting much less response.
Now, on that topic, and
the
woman in question, I told you that there was a baby in my audience earlier in the festival. Well, I didn't realise it was the same baby. So that baby also went to my show as well.
Well, only because you mentioned it was a possibility the other day while you were telling me that you were also jealous of all the media attention I was getting.
There's no doubt I'm jealous of all the media attention you're getting, but I had the same baby in the audience. She has said that she was at my show as well. And I remember during that show, I reckon I said to her, chuck the baby on your boob. Actually.
As in to help quiet
I said, yes, your boob out.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, sure.
She's offended.
Well,
Can I ask one question here? Because she said... So she
ask me anything you want.
Oh, thank you, sir. So she said this is a key difference in the interview. So she's been saying in the interviews that when she went and saw Hughesy, the baby was, quote, gurgling and laughing.
I don't like when I say baby was gurgling. It's kind of got sexual connotations.
Baby's not laughing at fucking jokes. The baby's just fucking making noises.
What were the noises?
Well, in my memory, neither. It wasn't crying or screaming. It was kind of talking. It was like going like gaga goo goo gaga.
Doing an Asian voice.
That might not seem like much, but again, I'm in a theater setting where you can hear a pin drop. The acoustics at the Athenaeum are sensational. Right. And if I can hear she said, well, the baby wasn't making noise. Well, I heard it. So how would I have known that there was a baby there if I didn't hear it? And if I can hear it, looking at least 100 other people seated around her. Right. There's no question that it doesn't take much. If somebody was talking at normal conversation level, you would hear it. You'd say, "Can you not talk? What are you doing? Don't talk. We're doing a show."
Yeah,
it's the same thing. This isn't about babies in theaters. This is about an audience member who is talking during the show. Unfortunately, it was really
How can anyone argue against it? I don't understand. It's insane. It's a baby making fucking noise. If I went to the cinema and there was a baby making noise, I'd want my ticket back.
I thought you were gonna say I'd get my tits out.
Yeah. I mean,
suck on that, baby.
Yeah. I mean, people haven't. When I've had babies suck on my tits at public events, it hasn't really gone down well.
Yeah.
So, and I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it, but then when a guy does it, it's weird, you know.
But and I didn't feel good about it, but I thought you gotta go.
Yeah, people I think are on your side here, but we have Trish on, don't we?
Trish, good morning to you.
Good morning, guys.
Hi.
Now, Trish, this has been an extraordinary story for
her clit is so hard right now.
She's fingering
her
herself.
pussy's just foaming.
Oh my god.
She's like, I'm gonna bring down this cunt.
Yeah.
This fucking baby hating cunt.
She's lactating.
This is like the most exciting thing that's happened to her. Since the baby was conceived.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Since she got the whole road off her that night.
The one time she had sex.
Can you imagine how fucking repulsive that was?
What?
The baby being conceived.
Oh god. I don't know. That's inconceivable.
Put up a photo.
Have you ever been embroiled? You're on TV right now. You guys, both you and Arj, you've been on TV all last night and all today.
All
been
morning.
Crazy.
Arj has got a bit more experience than me at that, so he's running an advantage.
Now,
definitely.
Trish,
I'm surprised you know what the word running is.
Controversy in your life.
Yes, definitely.
All right.
And hopefully the last, to be honest.
Trish, we've got Arj here on the line. Did you guys have anything you wanted to say to each other? Did you have anything you wanted to say to
Arj? No, you're just like, fuck off and die, you cunt.
Oh, God.
I'd love you guys to make peace here, and I think Arj would love that as well. So, Trish, can you and Arj just have a chat here for a second?
Okay. Hi, Trish.
Hi, Arj. I'm sorry that you were disrupted by my baby. But I do feel that you could have been a bit nicer about how you went about it. And maybe,
You should have thrown the
Told some
baby
of
down the
the audience-
fucking well.
The baby is still
The
crying.
baby is crying in the background.
Oh my god!
You can hear the baby crying in the
I
background.
would have requested she had an abortion if it was a natural.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you just note that? Is there a vacuum cleaner?
Start sucking up the baby.
Yeah, I would have gone into the cloakroom and got a coat hanger for her.
What if you were on stage and you heard the? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah. If I was on stage, I would've
Right.
been like, Can you abort that?
Yeah.
Is that it's not okay to yell abuse at people as they're leaving your show.
Okay.
Because I really feel that it speaks to, how women are treated in general. And, I know people will think I'm...
It's not women, it's dumb
woman,
cunts.
'cause
Yeah.
people
It's how
will
dumb
always
cunts
think
are
that no
treated.
matter what.
It's like a guy being thrown out of a show for heckling.
Yeah, they would get booed.
The same
and humiliated.
abuse.
Yeah.
But had you just made it clear, it is hard to tell when you're not
sounds like
joking,
she's gonna
Hutch.
cry.
You're a comedian. And I would have been
Absolutely.
more than happy to leave. I was not there to interrupt the show. I was there to enjoy it, as I've enjoyed many of your shows in the past, pre-children. So yeah, it was just a bit not just a bit.
She's such
it
a
was
liar
extremely
because when she was on the show, she said that she didn't know what it was going to be like. She didn't check. So she's saying that she's been to heaps of the shows.
Yeah.
So she's a proven liar.
Mm.
Proven lying.
It's not even her baby.
You lying whore.
how you handled it and how you let it just get out of hand. And you offer me a refund of $25, but I'd rather you give me a leave with my dignity, basically.
So you have no dignity. You had no dignity going into the show.
You breastfed a child live on television. What are you talking? What dignity?
You got your big gross knockers out on fucking live TV.
Yeah.
To that, do you look at it differently now?
Well, tickets are $42 for one thing.
I got them on sale, luckily.
Okay.
Oh, now that's funny.
What would you say to Trisha's kind of take on what happened?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I know how a conversation works. I would say.
Wait, why did he say that?
So she obviously said that, right?
Yeah.
And then this lady who's on the show, obviously her and Arj have like a history.
Yeah.
So then she goes, Raj, would you like to respond to that? And he goes, oh, thank you. I know how a conversation works.
Yeah.
So then she at the end gets pissed off. Oh, yeah, we'll let it play.
Thank you. I really try to listen to that. And I think your daughter wants to say a couple words too.
That's the 4-year-old. I wouldn't bring her to your show, don't worry. I wouldn't bring her to anyway, actually.
I want you to know that in a million years, and I would never condone anyone hurling abuse at you. At the time that happened, it was.
I wish someone hurled like a chair at her.
Yeah.
See, and we're in a position it's easy to think something's about you, and we're all in that experience. I think the word is sonder. It's an interesting word. It means that everyone's in their own film. Everyone's doing their own.
They are.
Everyone's starting their own film. And at the time this chaos was ensuing, I thought those people were yelling at me, like, rack off. How dare you kick her out? Because really? I was also copying it from a few people towards the front.
You need a big foot to kick her out, let me tell you.
The women sitting in front of you were telling me off.
It
was sort of that thing where I really didn't know that was going on, or that you felt that they were yelling at you. And also I didn't sense that it was sustained. It was sort of people yelled, and then it was done. Now, whether or not you experienced that differently, I just want you to know that it was a very hectic couple minutes for me too. And my concern at that point,
you're up on stage. I understand that. You've got 35 years of experience at this, Haj. I don't have any.
Absolutely. And my concern was that
you got fucking 35 years of experience of being a fucking dumb cunt.
It was personal, and I know the refund doesn't account for a lot, but I also want to not just offer you the refund. I want to offer your beautiful daughter a ticket to my show, post-dated 2039.
And then I'll fuck her.
Because I don't. People say, Arj, would you do anything differently? Yeah. I wouldn't have gone to work that night.
I hope so, Hutch. That's the point I'm trying to... not that.
I don't know if you caught that. He goes, would I have done anything differently? He goes, yeah, I wouldn't have gone to work that night. So then that pisses off the woman.
I hope that you would have handled it a bit differently.
Trish, I'm going to bring myself in here, Trish, because you have been saying publicly that you saw my show and I handled it differently. You've said that, haven't you?
I did say that, Husey, and I really enjoyed your show, by the way, not just because you were nice to me. Although you did make some awkward jokes and I was embarrassed, but that's okay.
Yeah, I was talking about put the baby. I think I said put the baby back on the boob, but I mean, Trish, probably were you empowered to go to other shows after
You're
I dealt
at
with?
a fucking comedy show. Like, I don't know what people think shows are. Do you know what I mean?
She said she got embarrassed by the comic, and yet she keeps going to comedy shows.
Because
like
she
loves
loves
it.
this shit.
Yeah. She fucking
She
loves
loves the attention and the victimhood, for sure.
What I dealt with or not? Do you know what I mean? With the baby.
Yeah, I think maybe that was part of it because I thought, okay, because I was a little bit hesitant coming to your show. Then when I got to the venue, I was like, I didn't really research this very well.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's like she brings a baby to that show and it causes a problem. And she has jokes made at her expense, and she's like, "Oh, I'll just go and do it again."
Yeah.
And then when it happens again, she's like fucking surprised.
She's like she keeps doing it because she wants to fucking. This is like, oh, if I keep on doing this, I've got the most famous comedians in Australia. I could begin the news.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, she's doing it on purpose.
And she's probably gonna start an OnlyFans.
Thing going in, so I was like, I'm just gonna roll with it, see what happens. Position myself.
Your baby was part of my show, no doubt about that, and it was a lot of fun. But if your baby had have kept talking during my show, I might have also sort of tried to get you to move out of the venue.
Well, you wouldn't have had to, Dave, because when they tried to seat us when we walked in, I specifically said to the usher, I'm just going to sit here, so if I need to leave, I can.
Right, so the positioning and the baby should not have been in the fourth row. That's fair to say,
no,
isn't it? That's crazy.
That was unfortunate with the allocated seating.
Anyway, it should be on death row.
And if I knew I had a choice to sit elsewhere, I would have definitely taken them up on it.
Yeah, babies near the exit. Babies near the exit's one thing about going to any show.
The exit, but I was near the end of the aisle, but I wasn't.
About a baby in an electric chair now.
Oh god,
it's like
an electric high chair.
Yeah.
They need a booster seat for this one. It's giving the lethal injection and it's doing that like he's like the doctor's trying to distract him.
Like, oh my god! If ever a baby deserved death, it's this little cunt.
And walk out still, but I was too far forward, obviously. But you know, guys, just one more point. Alan Marnie was there. She's a comedian. She witnessed it. She spoke about what she saw, and she's being personally attacked for it. That's my baby crying now. Personally attacked for it, and nobody is sort of saying, "Hey, this is actually the problem. This is highlighting the problem."
Right? Yeah. The internet is crazy. By the way,
it is crazy.
Absolutely.
But I'd also say, like,
scary.
We've had Arj on twice now.
I love. He's like, the internet is crazy. Like, it's child pornography. Like, he just gets so off.
Have you seen some of the?
So you can buy guns on there.
Little
buy
boys
guns and
masturbating.
drugs, and you can see babies getting. I think I saw your baby on the internet the other night. It's fucking crazy. Internet's crazy these days. And everyone in the studio is just like, what the fuck? Right, okay. All right, Husey.
Show, and he shut me down on both occasions. So maybe sometimes the way that he speaks to people doesn't always come across that well. I'd say that.
Oh, okay. Well,
I can see your bra, you fucking whore.
I've had an experience that you've talked over me, so.
Well, you know, I'm a radio host, Arj. So like you say, I know how to have a conversation, but like we're trying to facilitate a chat on air that's a little bit awkward and has a bit of history. So I'm just trying to do my job, like I was last time you came in, and you were quite
kind of like how Arj was just trying to do his job. It's like everyone. It's so true. Like that fucking like everyone thinks they're in their own fucking film. Like, everyone's like, me.
Yeah.
No, it's actually me that's important.
And
no, actually me. I'm the important one.
Yeah, and she's waited 10 minutes to fucking...
Oh, yeah.
So, look, that's my observation.
God, radio in Australia
well, I'm sorry
sucks.
about that. Yeah, I apologize.
No, good.
It's all happening, fair to say. And everyone's
I'm happy to
Is there nothing? What? Is there
time.
no other stories in Australia?
There's nothing happening in Australia.
You cannot imagine the shit that they would be talking about if this wasn't happening.
Right.
Like the shit that they fucking talk about on Australian radio is baffling.
Yeah.
Like it'll just be the most banal fucking shit. You're like, what's the best diet to go on if you fucking have AIDS?
Definitely not cock anyway. There's a radio show in Ireland called Live Line.
Yeah.
And it's David McSavage took the piss out of it. I'll show it to you later.
Yeah.
And it's this guy, Joe Duffy, is the host, right? And it's literally like he's on the thing. And it's just people calling in to complain about shit.
Yeah.
It's just like old women and just fucking like
just people with nothing better to do, and they just call him. They're like, Joe, I was on the bus the other day, and I pressed the stop button. He didn't stop. I had to get off the bus 3 stops later, and I was late for work. And then he's like, Joe, that's shocking. And then they try to contact like the fucking Dublin bus. It's like, oh, we'll try to get onto them there and get this sorted out. And then they get Dublin bus on the phone, and they're like, we just want to apologise. It's just that, like, people calling in with these stupid, mundane problems.
That is hilarious to try and solve these problems, though.
They do, yeah.
That is kind of like, I mean, if it was actually comedians doing that, that could probably be hilarious. But it's like they're obviously taking themselves seriously.
Yeah,
but should we have a break? Because I still have to go.
Oh shit! Yeah, what time is it?
It's 1:15, so we've definitely been going for like an hour.
Yeah, it's an hour. I mean, we could just keep going. That's probably.
I need to take a piss though.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, we'll stop it.
I may as well change the battery just to be safe.
Right. Okay. All right, guys. All right, we're gonna end it there. And we're gonna continue on the Patreon. All right, sign up to the Patreon. All right, bye. Bye.